Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to the channel. I got Lucky here, who I've just had the joy of meeting today. Thanks for being on the channel, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Lucky, you used to have a channel yourself, and so you have some experience with like YouTube and the internet and posting things.
Sure.
and people making comments about the things you post. And so I was actually on Reddit today and talking about, I posted something and we had some comments about the quality of the jiu-jitsu or whatever. And so what your thoughts on people commenting on whenever they haven't actually felt what's been happening in the video or whatever?
Okay, so during the pandemic, obviously I was bored and I was looking for something to do, so I decided to create this channel called Pittsburgh Quintessential. Essentially, it was just me showing some boxing scenarios, how to throw like a jab, cross, and a hook. And yeah, just to your point, I mean, you're teaching a part of a technique or a part of a move, and you're bringing it from your own perspective of where you are at that moment. And what you find is when you post it on the internet, you're opening yourself up for all kinds of criticisms, and of course everybody wants to put the 2 cents in and tell you that there's a better way and they have a better way to do it, or maybe it's your technique wasn't correct. What I felt about my channel is that I wasn't coming from a place of being a perfect instructor. I was almost learning through teaching, because there's a well-known thing that says that if you want to know something, tell someone. If you want to remember something, you write it down. But if you want to learn it internally, to teach it. So for all the people out there that say that something doesn't look right, or that's not correct, or your jiu-jitsu shit, or your boxing shit, I would say understand that when you start to teach things, it's a lot different than what it would be if you were free rolling, and that you're going to see a lot more faults and mistakes. And that's not necessarily the purpose of the channel. We're not giving you a perfect version of what we think. We're giving you a version of what we know, and if we show that 20 times between videos, you will see a progression in our technique as we go along. So, and I think just some people in general are critical in general. I think the internet's a safe place for people to say stupid shit that's on their mind in the given moment without really thinking about the full picture. And what I would say to those people is, if you know better, maybe do a counter video and show us what we don't know and that we could add to our game, because I'd appreciate that. I'm sure you would too.
Absolutely.
And also, or do what other people do. Come down and test the theory out, and maybe you're right. Maybe this one part wasn't great, but maybe there's 20 other people in the room that have it dialed in, and this guy was just in the process of building up to that moment. So it's like, don't steal people's thunder when they're trying to help other people. I just feel like perception versus perspective. And I guess maybe if you're looking at it and you go, oh, this guy doesn't look like Steven Seagal or Rickson Gracie or Renzo Gracie, it can't be good. But I will say this, so I rolled with this gentleman today for the first time today, and he submitted me 3 times. And with good triangles and things they got there. So whilst maybe his whole game is not perfect, when I rolled with him, his jiu-jitsu was very effective. So that's all I got to say on that.
Thank you, appreciate that. Also, I think when we were talking about just a moment ago before we started shooting, everyone is welcome to come down, of course, and roll with us and check out how good our jiu-jitsu is down here. I feel like that's I feel like it's some of the best training when people come in and they're like, oh, we watch the videos. I'm like, all right, well, if you want to find out, come on, let's fuck around a little bit. So
just to your point there, I would say that do not get this twisted. If you do not do some kind of wrestling, grappling, stand-up, and you come down here and you try to take this gentleman on, be prepared to be humbled, because this is one of the true arts, and I can assure you, it may not be seen because it's not a competition, but when you get into the entanglements and all of a sudden, just like every year on the beach, people go out and think they can beat the wave, and unfortunately the current kills many people every year, you're going to get caught in the alligator's jaw. And so, there's a lot of different sides to every story, but we're just talking about the critics that have never done it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Lucky, for being on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's been real fun.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful rolls. Great to meet you, and I look forward to our future rolls as well.
I appreciate it.
And for your upcoming endeavors, we'll keep that kind of on the down. But Lucky's got some stuff that's going to come out soon, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm sure back on the channel too.
Sure.
So thanks for watching. Do the liking and subscribing, hit the bell, and come down and train.
about like what do I think about people that say you don't know stand up?
Yeah, or just people who talk shit on the internet without, because you have a channel too, and
Sure.
just all the comments and just dumbass comments.
Well, they're looking for perfection.
Yeah. All right, so ready?
So you start the thing.
Yeah,
from there?
I'll just start. Oh, this is just the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just hold this here and we'll start going. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good sound. Cool. Ready? All right.